Regret is a feeling that arises when we look back and wish we had acted differently. It may come from words left unsaid, opportunities missed, or actions that caused harm to ourselves or others. It is a universal experience, something all of us feel at some point in our lives. Some regrets fade with time, while others stay with us, shaping how we see ourselves and the world. Why do we regret? At its core, regret is a reflection of our values. We feel regret because we care about our choices, about people, about the way our lives have unfolded. Regret is not simply an unpleasant emotion. It is a sign that we are thoughtful beings, capable of reflection and growth. However, when regret becomes overwhelming, it can trap us in the past, keeping us from fully experiencing the present. Some people try to push regret away, telling themselves they shouldn't feel this way. Others dwell on it endlessly, replaying the past in their minds, hoping to change what cannot be changed. Neither approach brings peace. To deal with regret, we must first acknowledge it. Instead of resisting or drowning in it, we can take a step back and observe it. What is this regret trying to tell us? What can we learn from it? Regret often comes with a sense of loss, the loss of what could have been. But it is also a reminder of what is important to us. If we regret hurting someone, it shows that kindness matters to us. If we regret not taking a chance, it shows that we value courage. Seen in this way, regret is not just about past mistakes. It is about understanding what truly matters in our lives. Before we can move beyond regret, we must understand it, not as an enemy to fight, but as a teacher to listen to. What if, instead of letting regret weigh us down, we allowed it to guide us toward wisdom? Once we understand regret, the next step is learning how to transform it. Regret can either pull us down or help us grow, depending on how we respond to it. The past cannot be changed, but how we relate to it is within our control. Instead of seeing regret as a burden, we can use it as a guide for making wiser choices in the present. Many people struggle with regret because they feel trapped by their past mistakes. They ask themselves, "What if I had done things differently?" Or, "Why did I make that decision?" But these questions keep us stuck. Instead of asking, "What if?" we can ask, "What now? What can we learn from this experience? How can we use it to make better choices moving forward?" When we shift our focus in this way, regret stops being something that limits us and becomes something that strengthens us. Forgiveness plays an important role in transforming regret. Sometimes, we need to forgive ourselves for the choices we made when we didn't know better. We are often our own harshest critics, judging our past selves by the wisdom we have now. But growth happens over time. The person you are today is not the same as the person you were back then. Instead of punishing yourself for what you didn't know, recognize how much you have learned. At times, regret involves other people. If we regret hurting someone, it may not always be possible to go back and fix the past, but we can take responsibility for our actions by learning from them. If we regret not expressing love or appreciation, we can choose to do so now with the people still in our lives. Regret does not have to remain as pain. It can become motivation to act differently in the present. Life is a continuous journey of learning. Every mistake, every missed opportunity, and every unspoken word teaches us something. If we use regret as a teacher, it stops being something we suffer from and becomes something that helps us grow. Instead of letting regret define us, we can use it to shape a wiser, more intentional life. Understanding and learning from regret is important, but the final step is moving beyond it. We cannot change the past, but we can decide how we move forward. Regret does not have to control our present or our future. if we carry it with us in the right way, it can serve as a reminder, but it should never become a weight that holds us back. Many people believe that letting go of regret means forgetting the past, but that is not true. Moving beyond regret does not mean ignoring what happened. It means accepting it. Acceptance is not the same as approval. It simply means acknowledging reality as it is. The past cannot be rewritten, and the more we struggle against this fact, the more we suffer. Instead of resisting what has already happened, we can choose to make peace with it. To live beyond regret, we must also focus on the present. Regret keeps us looking backward, but life is happening right now. Every moment is an opportunity to make new choices. If we regret not spending enough time with loved ones, we can start today. If we regret past mistakes, we can commit to making better decisions now. The past is unchangeable, but the future is unwritten. What we do today matters more than what we failed to do yesterday. There is also a deep freedom in realizing that we are not alone in our regrets. Every person carries regrets, and every person makes mistakes. Regret can make us feel isolated, as if we are the only ones who have failed. But in truth, imperfection is part of being human. When we accept this, we can stop punishing ourselves and instead focus on growing from our experiences. Regret does not have to be an enemy. It can be a guide that helps us live with greater awareness and purpose, but only if we allow it to stay in its proper place, behind us, as something that has shaped us, but not as something that controls us. Moving beyond regret is not about erasing the past. It is about stepping fully into the present and making the most of the time we have now. Regret is a part of life, but it does not have to define us. We have explored what regret is, how to learn from it, and how to move beyond it. The past may shape us, but it does not have to control our future. Every moment gives us a new chance to choose how we live. If regret has been heavy on your heart, I hope these thoughts have offered some comfort. You are not alone in your feelings, and you are not trapped by your past. No matter what has happened before, today is still yours to live. The choices you make now can bring peace, not just to yourself, but to those around you as well. I truly appreciate the time you have spent watching this video. Your support, whether through a like, a comment, subscribing to this channel, or even using super thanks, means a great deal. It is always wonderful to see your thoughts and experiences shared in the comments. Thank you for being a part of this journey. May you find peace in the present and walk forward with lightness in your heart.